Controversial property developer Salim Mehajer has denied he contacted his estranged wife Aisha in breach of strict bail conditions, as he fights charges of dangerous driving and breaching an apprehended violence order. Mr. Mehajer, the former deputy mayor of the now-defunct Auburn Council, appeared in Burwood local court on Thursday in a bid to vary his bail conditions to remove a 10 p.m. curfew and a condition he report 3 times a week to Rose Bay Police Station. He was also seeking to travel interstate for work. On November the 20th, Magistrate Joy Bullows imposed very stringent bail conditions on the 31-year-old, which she said would ensure he was kept virtually under house arrest at a residence in Vaucluse. He had been arrested at 1 a.m. that morning over alleged breaches of an AVO protecting his estranged wife and an incident of alleged dangerous driving following a crash near her home in Kingsgrove. One of the bail conditions imposed by Magistrate Bullows was that he should not contact his estranged wife on social media site Instagram or elsewhere, including via third parties. The prosecution opposed any variation to the bail conditions and grilled Mr. Mehajer in the witness box on Thursday about his compliance with existing conditions. He denied he had emailed his estranged wife from an email address that he had also used to correspond with police, saying the email was sent by his sister Aisha and was a company email address. "Aisha is my sister and also the company director," he said. "I just became aware of it, the email, minutes ago, or about an hour ago." Asked why he was 1.5 hours late reporting to Rose Bay Police Station on December the 1st, Mr. Mehajer said there was an issue with opening the gates at his Vaucluse residence. "You could jump over the fence and get a cab?" the police prosecutor asked. Mr. Mehajer said the gate was 3 meters high. His lawyer objected when Mr. Mehajer was asked whether he was a prisoner inside his own home. The court heard police have visited Mr. Mehajer at his home virtually every night to ensure he is complying with his 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew. Asked why he did not answer the door at 10:25 p.m. on December the 2nd, Mr. Mehajer said of course I was home and speculated he may have been in the shower. The court heard he made a series of 000 calls on the evening of November the 20th, the day the bail conditions were imposed, about a dispute over his car. He denied he admitted in the calls that he was not home by his curfew and said at all times I have been home before 10 p.m. Mr. Mehajer had previously told the court he needed changes to his bail conditions so he could attend late-night call-outs from residents at Skipoit Towers, the Lidcombe apartment block he developed and manages. He said in his affidavit he was appointed to the building manager role on September the 15th. Magistrate Bullows said she found it difficult to understand why Mr. Mehajer would not have a strata manager to oversee the site. She also said Mr. Mehajer would have been aware of this information when he applied for bail on November the 20th and should have told his lawyers. Mr. Mehajer's sister Zee Osman, a solicitor, had offered to provide $50,000 surety in support of varying the bail conditions.